What's going on, Neverwinters? As stated in the previous video, and if you're a fan of this channel, you guys know that I've had a bar build in the works for a while now. I came out one when you hit level 80 and you start getting this gear and all this good stuff. I made a build, and I told you in that build that I was going to be doing a progression videos of what you're working on, how to get there, and what you should be doing next. So this is no different. This is going to be a 22.4K bar video for mod 16. So with that being said, we'll get right into what we're running. Alright, for the helm, we're going to do Prestige Visor. The combat advantage, the 5% damage during the Undermountain. Feared Kimono. I'm running the Bond and Embraces of Successor just for the power. This is AoE, so it's pretty good because it's constantly kicking in. It's constantly kicking every time you initiate combat. This does not work on single target. It initiates at the beginning, and that's it. So if you're doing single target, switch to the Fearbringers, which I have them in my bank, or switch to Jawrippers is good. Terror Groups is good as well. I'd probably take Terror Groups over Jawrippers. I did get my Alabaster set, and we're still running Heels of Fury. Nothing's changed. I'm running the Prestige Restoration Trousers and the Ebony shirt. I will switch this out with the Prestige shirt.
My will.
This one here is pretty much the same thing. The stamina over 75%, your damage is increased by 3%. This, again, this is pretty much single target. So what you want to do is you want to run the Prestige Raid shirt for the AoE, to be honest with you, because you're constantly running, you're constantly spreading, and hardly ever is your stamina over 75%. And this grants you combat advantage and more crit and more power and more HP and all that good stuff. There, if you don't need combat advantage, you can supplement one of the other shirts. Maybe you need accuracy, maybe you need critical strike or armor pen. You can substitute any of these because basically you're trying to hit caps. And if you've already hit armor pen, and if you already hit, you know, combat advantage, then you just supplement everything else. So get with one of these. The way my stats are sitting now, I can afford to lose a little bit of combat advantage, but I probably won't.
Which class did you have in mind?
So with the way my stats are going, I would probably go with the Restoration shirt here, just because it's a little more combat advantage, a little more crit, and pretty much everything else is the same. I don't need armor pen. So supplement these trouser and pants and shirts for what you need, your stats you need. With that being said, let's continue to the right side. I still have yet to get a +5 Shadow Stalker, so I'm running 4. So once I get a 5, then this will be supplemented out for a 5. I'm running the demo set. This is the raid ring of Spazio. There's different rings. Again, if you don't need the combat advantage, you can supplement this out. I switched over to the music box for the combat advantage and the more power. As of right now, I don't have any intentions on switching this, just for the simple fact that I'm trying to hit points, and this gives me power and hit points, a little bit of armor pen. The armor pen is irrelevant. The 6 armor power is irrelevant. But right now I'm trying to get enough hit points to run into Carnivorous enchantment. So that's the front page. Offenses, Radiance. Defenses, Radiance. Utility powers, or utility slots, Darks. As of right now, no pots, no nothing. These are my stats. As you see, I can use a little more defense, a little more accuracy, critical avoidance, deflect, and awareness, and lose less crit strike because I don't need that, and lose armor pen because my armor pen doesn't need to be 7,800. So again, this is all about min-maxing at this point. So if you guys don't know what min-maxing is or need help with min-maxing, let me know and I will make a video on that as well. Powers. I am running the Trample of Fallen and Steel Bits for AoE. This Trample does proc when you use Roar. Okay? It does proc. It's facts. It's tested. It works. Enough said. Steel Blitz, again, AoE. Your at wills do 20% more. So with that mixed with not so fast, it's pretty good. So Sure Strike and Relentless Slash, not so fast, Indomitable, and I run Roar or Battle Fury. The passives here, and then I went with this. I will switch this around a little bit coming to next build, but as of right now, I went with Relentless Slash. Obviously, it's big. I went with Indomitable Battle Strike here. I may switch this to Bloodletter coming, or Blood Splitter. I may switch this to the Blood Spiller Feet once I start using single target. But again, I'm kind of getting off track here. Over penetration. This is a must. The tooltip here says every 500 armor pen over the cap, you get 2% damage. So the cap is 6,800, which means you need a total of 2,500 more armor pen over that. So the sweet spot is 70,500. Once you hit that for armor pen, you don't need any more else. You don't need any more armor pen. Start mid-maxing at that point. I will switch to the Unstoppable Spin come next build for AoE, for the simple fact that when I have my daily and there's mobs, I'm going to use Spinning Strike over this because this is irrelevant. And I'm thinking about switching this up because you build twice as much rage, but Battle Rage only increases damage down by 10%. I may switch this for Escalating Rage. When you deal critical damage, gain a stack of Escalating Rage. When you reach 10 stacks of Escalating Rage, you gain the effect of Rampage for 20 seconds. Boons. Self-explanatory here. I went with Power and HP. Again, I'm trying to hit Carnivorous. So, Power and HP for me is a must. Easy. Again, some of these you can min-max. I will take off this armor pen because I don't need it. I could put it into things like speed or damage against whatever, or other stats that I need like this here. I could get up my accuracy up 1,500 or 1,250. That's big. I need that. Why not supplement it? This here, combat advantage, again, I don't need that either. So there's 10 points here that you can switch around. But when you're leveling and you're getting to where you need to be, you want to make sure that you're hitting combat advantage in armor pen. So I would definitely slot these, especially if you're under capped. Always slot Boons if you're under capped, because that is steady stat increase no matter what. Once you become in game and your stats are over the cap, then you start min-maxing into what you need. The other thing I would recommend, some people were running Deadly Rage and some people were running Bloodlust. Me personally, I like this because it increases my combat advantage and increases my damage per rank by 2. So this is giving me 6% plus 4,000 damage per rank for each attack. So it's giving me 12,000 additional damage plus the 6%. This here, your encounters use the following. Decrease target's awareness 500 per rank for 10 seconds. Do additional attack equal to 112% of your weapon damage plus 10% for each rank. Increase your action point gain by 0.5% for 10 seconds for each rank. To me, I like this. This is better. I want to test this, but I don't want to spend 60,000 every time I want to test one of these boons. So right now I'm running with Deathly Rage. For companions, I am running Bondings, and I'm running all empowered 15s on offense. This is a good way to min-max. This is probably the best way to min-max is equipment gear. Right now I'm running the choke chain, the pearl ring, and the heroic necklace. The heroic plus 4s are easy to buy personally, but I wouldn't do it because you can get combat advantage other places. This is only giving you 3,000, but say you need that 3,000. That's big. The choke chain here is giving you 5,300 combat advantage. So again, you can feel free to min-max this. Once you hit caps, then you should dump everything into power. But once you get to that point, then you should focus on armor pen and CA, or combat advantage. Easy enough, right? For the powers here, I'm running Minstrel for the power. I'm running Baby Crow for the power. And yes, people, I do have the Raptor thing, and I'm not going to do it because for the simple fact that it's going to get fixed. It is going to get fixed. So I'm at 170,000 power. Pretty much the same. I'm losing 500 power. It's going to get fixed, so I'm just going to run a Deep Crow for now. So me personally, I run a Deep Crow. If you guys want to get that before it gets fixed, by all means, go for it. Right now I'm running the Laughing Skull for the combat advantage, and then running Face Biter for the combat advantage, and the Mercenaries Discipline for the power and 2k combat advantage. You can easily substitute this out for min-maxing once you get to that point. But we will talk about min-maxing in another video. My creature bolster is 15%. You guys want to see what I'm doing? Right now, I got the Face Biter because of the combat advantage. I got this because of the power. So why not upgrade the creatures, being that the Bullet Pup is here? So the Stalworth line was cheap. The Mystic Pharaoh was cheap. And the Cockatrice was cheap for me. So I bought these, got them up to get the 15% bolster. Enough said. Right now, I am running Cavalry's Warning. Pretty good. Artificer's Persuasion. I may substitute this out if I can find something that gives me dominance. If I substitute this out for something that doesn't give me dominance, then I'm losing a lot of power. I'm losing like 1,600, 1,700 power. I don't need that. I much rather use this for the 2-second cooldown, and then something that's giving me a little more stats for the loss of power. Devotion. Covenant. These are you're losing a lot of defensive stats here, but you're gaining armor pen, crit strike, combat advantage. Say I take this off, right? We'll put this here. I'm under the cap for armor pen just by 50, but as you see, some of my defensive stats have gone up. That's something you want to do, by all means. Me personally, I'm going to keep it for now. I'm going to test out some things and see what I like. And I'm running maneuver. Whenever you control an enemy, you gain 2500 combat. Again, Roar controls an enemy, so why not use this? Again, it's giving me 3 dominances. So if you guys have other things in mind besides Revelry, Barbarian's Revelry, let me know. I will test them out. There's a couple things I want to switch, but I don't know what to put this on. Some people are going to say Guile. I like Guile, but to me, Guile is not good enough to put in for something that gives me less power, right? So with that being said, that is the build. That's the current build that I have right now. That's the current build that I'm been playing and testing and all that good stuff on console. In the upcoming video, in the upcoming build video that will be introduced later, I will be switching a lot of things, a new race, new stats, new min-maxing, and maybe a couple more artifacts and or mounts. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on. I can't stress it enough. This is Frank signing out. Peace.